uh-oh station, everybody, because we've got the great Herminius! Reyes Jr. is in the house. Good to see you, man.
What up, what up, what up, what is going on, everyone? Happy new comic book day, ho. Happy Whiplash Wednesday. Exciting day. This Christmas day. Every single week for us comic book fans. Like always. How is everyone doing? I hope you got your books. And if you didn't, I hope you get them soon. And that will be your new comic book day. New comic book day. Always excited for new comic book day. Love it. We all love it. Can't wait to get to my books. I have my haul video tomorrow, of course. Before we get to why we're here, I'm gonna say why we're here. Might as well bring my guy in right now. We'll talk about everything else after I bring my guy. Everybody knows him. Everybody loves him. Sam Raimi. What's going on, Sam Raimi? Oh wait.
Hey.
Are you the real Sam Raimi?
I might be. Yes.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
What was that? You got a
Was
deep voice going on here. Is that me just hearing
it? That's gotta be you. That's gotta be you.
Oh boy. I could barely. I hear like every time you talk, you go. Am I the only one hearing that, guys? What's going on here? Am I the only one hearing it? I'm feeling like this weird reaction. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I turn these off.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Is it still going?
Oh, that's really weird.
Uh-oh.
What is going on here?
Do I need to leave and come back?
I cannot hear you.
Oh no!
Yeah, step in, come right back in. See if something happened.
All right.
Hello. Testing. Let me see. Wow, technology, gotta love it. let me see if I can hear. Let me bring them back in. All right, Sam. Testing. How about you?
Hello. Is it still going? Are we?
What is going on? I hear like a weird like that.
What?
It's weird. It wasn't like this before we went live.
Okay.
Man. On my end, I can't. Maybe it's me. Okay, Sam. I'm gonna pull out.
Okay.
And I'm gonna come back in. All right.
All right.
All right. Let me see. Let me see if I can.
What are you gonna do? Technology. Okay. Technology. You do. There's something weird going on here. Hope everybody's doing okay. Technical difficulties, I guess. I don't know if everybody's hearing this. I don't know what's going on. Weird stuff is happening. I can't really see the chat, so I can't respond to people. Let me see if I can. No, that's not the. Okay, I see Phable. Fable's in here. I see Eric, the Stash, Fargate, bunch of
It is
people.
so weird.
Wait,
Can you hear
is
me?
it still going? Okay.
What is going on? Let me see something. I can still hear like a slow motion kind of thing. For me, on my end.
Oh boy. Oh. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh,
Oh,
There's
that's
that's
two
two
of
of
me!
me.
Yay!
Yay!
them. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whoa. Sure. Okay.
Oh boy.
Um.
I hear you slow mo. People in the chat, help me out. Can you hear Sam well? Cause I can't hear him very well.
I mean, maybe
No, I don't
I
know.
need
Maybe
to.
it's in my end. That's why I don't know what's going on. It's like really annoying right now. Herm's other co-host, Herm. No. Let me know if you can hear
Can you hear?
Sam well and me well. I can't
Yeah. I
hear
can't.
Sam very
Yeah.
well.
What's going on? Is the volume up?
You
Is
can hear
it
Sam.
weird?
Okay. So it's weird. Something weird going on my end. Can you guys hear me well? Right
Okay.
now, we're feeding off the chats. The chats got to let me know. You guys sound fine. Okay. So,
Okay.
for whatever reason, when Sam talks, I hear, rah, 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 happy new
Oh, come
comic
on.
book day. And
What is happening?
I don't know how to fix it. I changed headsets to see if it's the headset. It's not the headset. I turned off the headset, see if it's that. Let me see if it's my phone. So I'm gonna get my phone out, see if my iPad
I mean, I
sounds
don't know.
okay. Let me get my phone.
If I gotta like totally go out and then totally come back, I can do that too. I don't know. I got some headphones I could use if there's a problem. So what's going on?
What
We
is
just got a
going
peek.
on?
We got a peek.
This is weird. Wow, this is really weird. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Wow, this is really the real show, man. I was all hyped. I can hear you good now. Now I'm gonna go back to get back out of here and see if my phone gets better. So
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah.
take myself out.
All right. Oh no, what'd I do? Oh no, okay, there I am. Jeez. Almost killed myself on that one. I don't know what happened there. How you guys doing? Sam, both of you should get out complete. I should get out completely. Should I get out? We'll see when Big Herm comes back, and then I'll jump out. What was that? What the heck is that?
What
Is
is
that me?
going on?
What?
Oh, I think I gotta reboot my phone. My phone is just.
What? Was that me going? What is that? What?
I'll be right back.
Okay. Whoa. That I don't. Well, I don't. I mean, if it's on my end, I'll do whatever I gotta do completely. I guess this is what we get for going live. What do you guys got going on? Oh man. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, my phone. Testing, Sam testing. See if
Okay. You sound good. How about me? Do I sound okay?
you sound good. I don't know. My phone's acting weird since I updated it. Maybe I should have never updated it. People tell me update your phone. It is better, and then like, nah, man, it's not better. I keep getting messed
Nah,
up.
nah.
So I guess I gotta do the show from here. So I don't have my headphones set up on here. So this is what I want to do. We're gonna do things a little different to see if I can get my headphones set up on my iPad. So
Okay.
I'm gonna put you on. So of
All
course,
right.
guys, everybody loves my favorite part of the show. You know, everybody loves it. Everybody knows it. Are you ready for show and tell?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Everybody, all right. So that beautiful sight. So show and tell already, guys. So Sam, I'm
So,
gonna put you up in there. So I'm gonna see
so
if I
we're
could work things out. What
so we're
happened?
so we're doing the back end to the
Yeah,
front. Okay,
in the
I see.
front. You know, the back and front. You know, sometimes you like it from the back more than the front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, what? But
Okay.
check it out. My man Sam, give you the floor.
All right. Okay. Hey, I don't know how long I'm gonna have the floor, but I don't. I went to comic shop. Uh, you know, everybody loves getting their new comics on this awesome day, Wednesday, and we got this Phoenix song Echo. I don't know if you can see that or not very well. We're trying to get that glare out. So there you are, Phoenix song, and I don't know, so good that somehow I got it twice. I don't know, got it twice. I'm not. I don't think I'm specking or nothing like that. Maybe I don't know. Um, and then I just got one cover for this. This is Death, the Death of Doctor Strange. This is the uh, R.B. Silva. It's This is a venomized Doctor Strange. So I went with that. So kind of kooky, kind of weird, kind of kooky. Um, and you got your Fantastic Four uh, special Halloween issue. I'm not sure if Fantastic Four has ever done a Halloween issue, right? And we got the Fantastic Four here, all prepared, and they are just going out there with the well, okay, I don't see the little kids, I see them. They're going out there trick or treating and stuff. And this issue, I don't know, this issue was so good that I had to go with the Joe Jusko uh, thing cover because I saw that, I'm like, oh, stopped me dead in my tracks. Oh, gotta get that. So not specking. I just got this book, you know. Okay, and then this here is the last issue of the United States of Captain America. This is issue 5, and this wraps up this whole storyline. We're trying to find uh, this whole situation going on. We're trying to find Captain America's shield and who's doing what, and we're finding these different Captain Americas, and pretty cool. All right. Then I decided to go with just the regular cover of Thor number 18. And you got, I guess they're calling him Throg. He's the Frog of Thunder there. So And I was kind of looking through this and looking pretty good. And then finally, I will show off one book, a back issue book that I recently got. And I guess I bought it just for the cover. So, because I guess the inside is not like the cover. But this cover is pretty awesome. And I'm talking about Man-Thing number 20, which is John Romita art right here. This is pretty cool. It's
Pretty
Spidey,
good.
pretty cool. You got because I don't think we've ever seen Man-Thing take on 4 superheroes like that. So that's pretty cool. So,
I thought he was a hero. I thought Man-Thing was a hero. I guess there he's not a
I
hero.
will be your only hero. Oh, okay. Never mind. So, hey,
I'm rubbing off on Sam.
Yeah. Well, you and Primetime Tom. We'll talk about that later. But
Prime time.
Yeah. So that's it for my show and tell. What about you? Oh, you.
Moi? I guess
Yeah.
real quick before I get to my show and tell, I'm gonna go to the chats where I usually do. Like we didn't get a chance to even do any of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes.
So real quick, some guy named Sam Tangle Web Station, I guess. You know, he keeps coming back every week. You know.
Well, yeah. Why not? Sure.
TM Nerdy. So he went to eat. Station was still watching.
That's my son.
Fargate. Your son is gonna go eat. Station Fargate. Eric Durant. Station. Thanks for joining. Maria says, "Happy New Comic Book Day, Station. Have a great show, fellas." Yes. Yeah. Who else? Oh, the Fabulous One, Station. Phable, what is going on, my man? What is going on? Busy man these days. Missing Link, Station, brother. Station. Happy birthday to Nolan. Happy birthday to Nolan. Happy birthday, dear Nolan. Happy birthday to Nolan. Happy birthday to his 2-year-old son who just turned 2 today.
Oh, awesome. Happy birthday.
A whopping 2 years old. Good luck on the terrible 2s, my man Stephen.
Oh.
Oh boy. I think that's overrated. It's really 3 and 4. Yes, happy Whiplash Wednesday. Happy Whiplash. I think what else is up in here? I'm gonna keep checking. Happy birthday, little Nolan. Station yet again for that. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Herm's other co-host, Herm. That's earlier when there was like 2 of me. Everybody was hearing both of us fine. That was just weird because I would hear and you start talking. We had a good start and everything. You were on a roll. You know, so I got to go back and hear how that turned out. But the way I was hearing you, the way I was receiving, it was you were like, "Hey guys, how you doing? Whiplash went." I mean, I don't know if you say it like that, but you know what I mean. That's how you sounded. So who else is up? It was so weird. Taqi, Station, my man. Thanks for joining. Sheena, Station.
Hey.
She had a great chatting with the community today with TM.
That was awesome.
Yes.
I gotta finish watching. Yeah.
We got to know a lot more of Sheena, which is awesome. Thanks for doing that. My thumbnail, for whatever reason, TM dropped for I could use. End up like not. The resolution was really bad, so I was like, I'm not using that for on here. But everybody, check out TM. If I got any of my moderators there, just drop TM's link right there with Sheena because that was phenomenal. Watch that on the rewind, and I'll keep talking about the other shows a little bit later. But right now, it's time for my show and tell. So I am going to give myself the floor, if I may. What is going on, everybody? Yeah, what a rocky start for today's show, but my man Sam is a champ. He always comes through in the clutch anyway. But real quick, I like to show and tell this a little bit. Usually, like Fargate likes to show this on our show, but the Comic Show News has a nice little cover on there with all Wastelands with like Old Man Logan, Old Man Star-Lord, Old Man I guess Black Widow, and Old Man Quill right there. You know what I'm saying? I might want to pick this up if this is supposed to be next week. Are you gonna pick this one up, Sam?
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not.
Oh, I mean, maybe not. I mean, it looks like the whole event is happening because it's like Wasteland Doom, Wasteland Star-Lord. I might wait until this is into like a collection or something.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
maybe if I hear good things
Yeah.
about it, I might get it in a collection. So, maybe in one of our shows with Fargate, we talk about it when the collection comes out. But I thought it was pretty interesting. Maybe
Cool.
if there's a alpha type issue, I might get it to have all of them together like that, because that's pretty cool. I thought I showed that. I thought that was pretty interesting for this week. I'm gonna show a couple of little presents. I didn't get a whole lot, but it don't matter because I love what I got. Right here, we pre-ordered this a lot, but they somehow cancel a lot of things on Amazon, where there's Amazon, Walmart, Target. You pre-order figures and stuff, and they just cancel on you, and I can't stand it. But we were able to find out in the LCS the Baroness, some G.I. Joe. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who likes G.I. Joe back in the day, the Baroness was like mad cool. I'm hunting for her now, some Scarlet. I have these two in a regular form, Storm Shadow and Snake Eye, somewhere around there. But yeah, Baroness, man. Like growing up, G.I. Joe, one of the first ladies I used to follow right here. Follow like she has an Instagram or something, but got me the Baroness. And then of course I thought I had him, but I didn't. Good thing for the Funko app. You had a Funko Pop, use the app. The app is free. You can scan the bottom of the barcodes and you can know what you had, just like the CLZ app. But I got Freddy Krueger, baby.
Whoa.
Halloween time. Of course I had to get him. I got Jason last year. Freddy this year. I'll probably pick up Michael Myers if I find him. But I had to get me some Freddy Krueger. You know what I'm saying? Sam, you like yourself some Freddy Krueger? You know what I mean? Very scary, Nightmare on Elm Street kind of thing.
Yeah. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Okay.
This I showed before. This one right here, Spider-Man, No Way Home. It's a black and gold suit. I showed this before, but there's a reason why I'm showing it now again. Of course, I guess it's gonna be in the new movie, in the gold suit. You know, there's always gotta be a new suit, whether it's a movie or a video game. They're always gonna put a new suit, and you're always gonna get a Funko Pop or a figure for it. So I got a Funko Pop for that. And then, as a present, I got my first really big, really big pop figure, the big version of of this one right here. So nice little present I got for my B-Day yesterday.
That's very nice. That's awesome.
They got me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's the same thing as a small one, just a big size. So my lady's got Stitch, which is right over there, and then Olaf, I think. So I got me Spider-Man now. I can't have too many of these because they're big, and to try to fit them everywhere, you know what I mean? So now, I mean, I do have tiny versions of them, like this one right here, you know. So I like my big pop figure here. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll put it back over here so it won't fall. I don't want it to fall. I mean, I'll put some of these back over here. That way I get myself some room. Stuff that you're not supposed to do it, like supposed to do this kind of stuff behind the scenes, but it's all good, man. We all family here. I got this special gift. Of course, I forgot to pull out my Nick Spencer signed #1 comic book by James Scott Campbell. That Eric Duran's got me, but I showed that a couple times in the video. That was another present. That was an early present. And I got another awesome present from my man Fargate. You know what I'm saying? Station. I mean, he really didn't have to get me anything, but he still did it. I'm very grateful. He got me this It's a tin can, but there's something in it. You know what I mean? Spidey, Iron Spider-Man, man, little like a metal
Oh,
statue. You know what I'm
nice.
saying? Open it up. You know what I mean? I like this. I like the tin can a lot. You know what I mean? But trying to nicely pull it out. You know what I mean? That way it won't. Nice little statue right here, man. It looks like one of
Wow.
those game things that they use, the smaller ones. That's what it looks like, but very detailed.
Wow. Nice.
Iron Spider suit. You know what I'm saying? Very nice. I like the back. Very, 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 very awesome. Awesome little statue. And supposedly that's like a gazillion of them, like 20 something or something to collect. This is the Infinity War style one right here. I don't know if I'm getting all the 20 something, but awesome, awesome little statue thing. I'm gonna put this. I don't know where I put it. Move Daredevil a little bit over here. Uh, right there. I don't know if y'all can see it from there, but it's probably maybe if I move around a lot, you can see it. I'll worry about where I put it later. But thank you, Fargate, for this awesome present. You know what I mean? He didn't have to, but he did. Nice little birthday present there. So that's it for that. What I got. I also wanted to show what I got. Everybody knows I love cereal. Anybody who knows me, I love cereal. That's why when Rock and Robbie talk about cereal Sunday nights, I get hyped because he always puts out the brand new cereals out and he tries it and stuff. So it's pretty cool. I don't got anything new, but I did get these Halloween collection cereal squad right here. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
I don't know. Yeah. This one's the Twix one, and it comes with all these. Well, now you gotta see which one. Not all. I wish it came with all these, but there's a reason why you gotta collect them all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta catch them all,
Yeah.
but just like Pokemon. So yeah, it's got like Lucky. It's got Sunny, Trix guy, the Cinnamon guy, the Buzz from Honey Nut Cheerio. You know what I'm saying? Got Count Chocula, uh,
Cool.
um, Blueberry and Frankenberry, which is the rarest one. Frankenberry is one out of every 50 boxes. So I pretty much
Okay.
gotta get 50 boxes and I'm good. I might get one, right?
Go
And
ahead.
and the boo go ahead. I would never finish eating that. People talking about all the boxes I ate with the Pokemon cards. I just finished eating. I had help those cereals, but this one's a 1 in 25, the blueberry, and the Count Chocolate is 1 out of 10. My nephew's got him, so hopefully I get at least him. But I have this one, the Twix one, which I'm gonna open right now, see what we got, and then I got the Cocoa Puffs. I'm Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, I got that guy.
all right, you got the
The
Cocoa
Cocoa
for
Puff.
Cocoa Puffs. You got one
Yep,
of
I
them?
got that. Yep, I do.
Nice, cool, man. You gotta show us. But as soon as I'm able to open these, usually I open cereals really fast because I'm doing the show. It's giving me a hard time. You know what I mean? Now I gotta try to find the little sucker. Oh, here we go. I found him. Found him. And I got the guy on the box, Mr. Trix, the bunny. Tricks are for kids. You know what I'm saying? Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Open it up. This was not hard to find. My nephew's got one. You know what I mean?
Oh, we
So
got Sleepy Reader up in the house.
Sleepy, what's going on? Show him in a minute. Yeah, there you go. Trick.
Oh,
That's a silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. So I got the rabbit. Kill the rabbit. Kill the. Oh no, that's something else. That's something else. So I got him. Now I'm gonna open up the Cocoa Puffs. I'm Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. You know what I mean?
oh man, I love me some Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs. Good cereal. Good cereal. Good cereal. Let's see who I got. Who I got? Who I got? Oh, I got the 1 in 25. Nice. Nice. So I don't think I'm ever gonna find the Frankenberry, which is my favorite. It's my favorite cereal out of all the Halloweens. But I got me blueberry. Nice. So I got me one of the hard ones to get. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should keep it closed. That way, I could spec. You know what I mean, and sell it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I was just gonna ask you if you were specking. All right.
Specking, bro. Maybe I shouldn't have opened it. You know what I mean? I could sell it on
Oh,
eBay.
oh,
Or be like,
he's
like
cool looking.
$100, yo, $100.
He's cool looking.
It's pretty cool. So nice. I got
I gotta
blueberries,
try chocolate Lucky Charms. What's chocolate Lucky Charms? I never heard of that.
chocolate. Yeah, they have it now. I gotta try
What?
that too.
I
Chocolate
need
Lucky
to,
Charms. Yeah,
man. I need to break down those doors and get me some.
it
Shoot.
sounds really, really sweet, but I'm still gonna try it. But yeah, so that's what I got, man. I'm pretty happy. I got the bunny. I want to find this guy, Cuckoo for Cocoa Puff, so I can keep doing that. You know what I mean?
There you
You
go.
guys can tell I like saying
I,
that. But yeah, that was pretty cool, right?
I got
So
him.
that's it. That's it for show and tell. wait. Sam's got something. Oh, he's
Yeah,
got him. Oh, Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs.
I got the Cuckoo Puffs. He's wrapped
Nice,
up like a mummy, I guess. So,
nice. Yeah, disguise as a mummy. The bunny's disguised. What is he? As a superhero. So, and the
yeah.
other guy's a ghost. So he's not gonna be disguised. So yeah, like you said, Sam's going on a chocolate rampage. Sleepy, what's going on, Sleepy?
Oh,
I
but
just wanted some.
I gotta slow down there. Slow it down.
Before I get I just want some Raisin Bran. Boo, Raisin Bran, boo.
Raisin Bran,
I used to get in trouble for opening up cereal and digging in and get the toy first. The joy of adulthood. Yeah, nobody here to yell at us now. We can do it now. Earlier, no,
We can
you gotta
hey,
finish the other cereal.
hey, we can do what we want.
What's going on, Southern? If you love chocolate cereal, chocolate, yeah, that's the one she's talking about. The bee's knees. Sheena's laughing. Okay, guys, I guess that was our show and tell. Show's over. I hope you haven't. Nah, just kidding.
Whoa.
What happened? What happened? There's a whole review we got to do.
We got a whole thing to do here.
We got a whole thing. So, like I was saying earlier, Sam Raimi, what's going on?
Oh yeah.
You're not the real Sam Raimi, are you?
I don't know because I really enjoy making these Spider-Man movies and have a lot of fun. Yeah.
Oh boy, well, maybe he's not the right Sam Raimi, but we're reviewing Spider-Man 3. Maybe I should have showed this in the show and tell too. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Spider-Man 3, and of course I got the slip with this one too.
The slip. Oh man.
Because you see the famous picture of Spider-Man 3 with Spider-Man and the Black Spider through the window and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I got that slip. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. I thought I didn't have it up here. There it is.
Wait. Oh, there you go. Right there. Yeah. We got twins. We got twins right here.
But I don't have the slip.
You don't have the slip. Yeah. The slip went flying somewhere. That's what it was.
Yeah. I bought mine like secondhand.
Second. It's all good. There's nothing wrong with that, Sam. So you got it. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
TMA says he's back. Welcome back, Dad. Well, actually, he's already back. You were back, so it's went back, son. Whatever. I'm always getting confused.
Back again.
TM Bueller Sam on the next Murray. Who is the father? I don't think I'm old enough. None of us are old enough. Let's just say.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're reviewing Spider-Man 3, the movie. You know what I mean? We did part 1.
Yeah.
We did part 2, and we enjoyed the heck out of them. You know what I'm saying? This one came out in 2007. Sam, what were you doing in 2007 when this came out? You know what I mean?
Okay, I was still married. To my first wife.
Okay.
And
no need to relive that.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, there was some pretty good stuff back then. We were seeing like the aftermath of the Civil War, Marvel Civil War stuff in the comics. We were leading up to Spider-Man One More Day stuff, and yeah, it was an interesting time.
You read it One More Day that we covered last week.
Yes, we did. Yeah. But it was a good time, and I did not see this one in the movie theaters. So.
Oh, how could you, Sam? How could you betray Spider-Man like that? I'm just kidding.
Eh,
Okay, so what, you waited till the movie came out? So did you have
yeah.
any spoilers before the movie came out on DVD or something? Or
Here and there a little bit, but I tried to avoid the spoilers a bit. So
yeah, you try to avoid them, but now it's even harder. You know, social media is in
oh, it's
full effect.
way harder
I'm,
now.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you better go see it in the theater.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, when that movie came out, I was already back in New York. So I used to live in Florida, and I
Okay.
moved to New York that year. So that might have been one of the first movies I've seen back here in New York. I don't know if it was the first, but of course I went with Maria and a couple of friends, and I remember going. I was super hype. I had my Spider-Man 3 shirt. Yep, I had that shirt. I still
Nice.
have it somewhere, but it don't fit me no more. But what are you gonna say, Sam?
Well, no,
Oh,
I was just awesome. It's awesome that you had a Spider-Man 3 shirt. That's awesome.
yeah. I mean, I love the first two movies so much.
Yeah.
So I went to see the third one. Um, as I was watching it, I still got to enjoy it, but I was the people I was with did not enjoy it. After we left there, they were like, "Oh, that movie stinks." Blah 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 blah
Oh,
blah blah blah
wow.
blah. Yeah. Like there was some parts of it that I did not love. It was my least favorite out of the three. I'm not gonna say it was terrible. I've
Yeah.
seen terrible movies.
Yeah.
There was a lot wrong with it. Not
Yeah.
wrong with it, but of course we'll discuss it as we go through the movie
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Um, we get Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, James Franco all returning. You know what I'm
We
saying?
get the guy who plays J. Jonah Jameson. He's back.
J.K. Simmons, Parker against Tucker. There was a lot more of that in this movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Some funny parts too. Um, so
Yeah.
the villains. Like, what do you think of the villains before you started to watch? You saw Sandman, which I was a little weary of because Sandman,
Uh,
nothing against him, he's one of the all-time villains for Spider-Man.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know if he was worth a whole origin story like they did in this movie.
Huh.
What you feel about Sandman before entering the movie?
Um, I I mean he's a Spider-Man villain from way back. Um, I found it very interesting that they picked him to be in the third movie. And they didn't go with Electro. They didn't go with Mysterio. They picked Sandman, and I'm like, why would they do that? Uh, I think Sam Raimi, I think he really wanted to do Sandman well, and I think for the most part he did. So,
I think I didn't hate the story of the Sandman,
yeah, yeah,
all that with his story. I thought the story was good.
yeah,
Um, and as we'll discuss more of that a little later as we go through it. I thought the
yeah,
story was good and all that, but I don't know if a lot of people felt he was a good enough villain. Maybe they didn't really give him a chance to be a
yeah,
villain. I thought it
yeah,
was fine.
yeah.
I had no problems with who they picked too. I thought the Topher, no, not Topher Grace. We'll talk about him in a second. Um
You
uh
mean
uh
uh,
Thomas Hayden
Thomas
Church.
Hayden Church, something like that? Yeah, yeah,
Thomas
yeah,
Hayden Church. He was Flint Marco, and
yeah,
um yeah, I thought he was a pretty good actor in it, so
yeah, yeah,
I dug it, and some of the stuff throughout the movie was very touching and all that. So those
yeah,
parts were pretty good. The emotions in this movie was pretty good, and if you watch the
yes,
first two and you like the characters and all that, you kind of get used to it. I like that Missing Link said I really enjoyed Spider-Man 3 when it came out so much so that I was claiming it was better than 2. Because when you
oh,
go, you get really hyped for a movie. You go and you enjoy it. That's how you feel at the time. Some people, if you did, that was fine. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I said, I didn't mind it too much. Fergus says too many villains should have Venom for part 4. I agree with the Venom part for part 4. I agree with that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
The problem is none of the actors. There was all rumors. None of the actors. There was a lot of turmoil. Those the first two did so well. They kind of interrupted the third one. Sam Raimi and all that. There was a lot of conflict, and
yeah,
so a lot of the actors like what I remember wasn't gonna come back for a fourth movie, and that's
True.
what derailed this movie a little bit, and they try to
Yeah,
crunch in everything at once. I don't mind a lot of villains as long as
yeah,
they're not trying to tell an origin story for all of them. You know what I mean? Like you could have had like they show Rhino in another movie. You could have Rhino, Spider-Man stop Rhino here, uh, Shaka, whoever. You could have those villains in there. You don't need an origin story for every villain. Like him stopping a robbery, one of those guys. You know what I mean? And job well done, and like in the comic books, and then go off to your main story. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say something real
Go
quick?
ahead. Go ahead.
I will say that Sam Raimi wanted Sandman, but you can kind of tell he did not want Venom in the movie. So
Yeah. Well, I thought this movie should have focused on him having the black suit, and
it's true. Yeah,
more of that, and that should have been the end. Him
the
trying to
more
get rid
explosive.
of the
Yeah, yeah,
suit
yeah,
and all that, and then like Venom forming
yeah,
towards the end, like an end credit, and then we get a
yeah,
part
yeah,
four.
yeah.
But we weren't gonna get a part four because of what I said with all the actors not coming back. So
Yeah.
Electro was scratched. There was a couple of people he wanted villains he wanted in there that he
Yeah.
couldn't get. And it was kind of sad. And as we talk about the casting,
Yeah.
Topher
What?
Grace as Venom, like I'm a huge fan of the 70s show. I like Topher Grace, but I didn't see him as Eddie Brock. I'm sorry. He looked like another Peter Parker. Nothing, Peter
He,
Parker,
okay.
skinny goo
Well,
and all that. You know what I mean? What did you think?
well, I don't know. I think he did all right as Eddie Brock, but then when they did the Venom part, eh, I wasn't sold on it so well. But I thought he did a really good Eddie Brock. So
Um, I thought he was a fine. Like, I guess I'll get caught up with the comic a little bit in it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
The way he
yeah,
was obnoxious, being Eddie Brock, he's a good actor, so he's gonna
yeah.
make you like him that way. I just didn't see his whole. I just didn't see him as.
As a big bulky Venom.
Yeah, he needed to be a
Right.
bigger bulkier. He
Yeah,
needed to deeper
yeah,
voice. Eddie Brock should have been like that. That's the Eddie Brock I would have
yeah.
wanted, but
Oh yeah,
he
yeah,
did. He was good in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He was good in the movie, but
yeah,
like him becoming Venom and all the way they did, we're gonna go through all that.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and then of course a couple of where is he? Where is he? He said too many villains. So Toby failed due to his back issues. He had the accident with his back and all that. That could have been
Yeah,
something to do. But there was a lot of turmoil and a lot of interfering with Sam Raimi.
yeah,
Um, and Link said absolutely Raimi was interested in Sandman, but everyone else wanted Venom, and that's what it is. They wanted the
yeah,
whoever influence in the back, like trying to interfere with Sam Raimi, wanted Venom so bad in this
yeah.
movie.
They were whispering
Venom, Venom, Venom before
Venom,
Eminem's
Venom.
song. Oh man. So yeah, uh yeah, they tried to make Venom the very opposite of Spidey, and
Yeah,
then like they didn't need to, they because Brock was a photographer too and all that. In this, we'll
yeah,
get
yeah,
through the movie, but I wasn't thinking the cast that cast too much. I mean
yeah.
casting him too much, but like I said, he's a good actor,
Oh
so
yeah,
so I was able to let go of that a little bit. We
yeah,
got Gwen Stacy in this. Bryce Dallas Howard, her name was, I think, as
yeah,
Gwen
yeah. Something
Stacy.
like that. She
Yeah,
did a
yeah.
very good job. I think she did a very good job. Yeah,
Yeah, I was a little confused because they kind of made her like a little like less Gwen Stacy-ish. They made her a little like she was a model like daddy kind of way, you know what I mean? And
yeah, yeah,
they kind of like I just I like the actress. I think she's a good actress. She's other good things. Um,
yeah.
I don't like the way they have her portrayed a little bit in this movie. Like I don't
Okay.
remember Gwen Stacy being a model, but things change.
Well,
I see a lot of different things in this that they changed around a little bit. You know what I mean?
yeah, Yeah.
But you know, I thought that of course we had Captain Stacy in there, and we got Rosemary Harris back as May Parker.
Come on.
Best,
She's awesome.
she's the best Aunt May. You know what I mean? I like the other ones
She
too,
really is.
but she is my favorite Aunt May. You see
I
Aunt
like
May when you see her.
I like my Aunt May old. That's what it sounds weird. I know it sounds weird. I'm sorry, but I do.
That sounds personal. We'll move on.
All right, all right. Sorry about that. I don't mean to make it sound weird or not.
It's okay. I love it. I love it. Verno Station, my man, how you doing? All right, let's get into the movie a little bit. Like I don't want to go too deep into it, but
Right.
of course, you know, you have in the beginning where you see everybody loving Spider-Man, like hey Spider-Man, and Peter Parker is like gun ho, he is excited, and
yeah, he is really his ego is being boosted right now in this movie because you can see they're showing like video and like newspaper things. Oh, he did this, and Peter Parker is like got a big smile on his face. Yeah. Come on.
And you know, as a Spider-Man fan, Peter Parker fan, you know that's gonna go south eventually. You know, you just know. You just know. Yeah. And that's what I think Sam Raimi was great at these movies. Like he captured a lot of Peter Parker and this. You saw a lot of that in these movies. A lot of like these humorous stuff and all that. And I loved it. He's seeing everybody. He's happy. He's like hoo 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 hoo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know. And then you see Gwen's in Parker's class, and she's turning around like, I got this right, because she got something right before him. You know? They still show Peter Parker, even though he's in college, like
he's getting picked on by some like college guys or something.
Yeah. Like I didn't know that still happens in college. I know at high school.
I know. I think they're really kind of pushing it with that, but okay.
Yeah, like I didn't go to college very long. I tried it, but then it happened for me. But as I went, people mind their own business in college. But maybe it was different in that college. I don't know. Maybe they were still high school students in the college kind of mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you saw all that. Like, he goes to Mary Jane's play and all that. Yeah. He's in love with her singing.
Everything is perfect.
Everything is perfect. You're like, oh God, this is gonna go bad. This is gonna go bad. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then of course Harry comes in and makes it kind of awkward and all that.
He's kind of spying on them, you know.
Yeah, he's like in the top being creepy with that creepy smile. John Franco did a good creepy. He did a good creepy. He's looking at Peter Parker singing the song with Mary Jane, and like you already know he's thinking, this man killed my father. That's all I know. Yeah. He's still thinking that in his head. So Peter congrats Mary Jane and all that. She's like, oh, you really think I was good? And he's really nerdy about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, Peter, you're so nerdy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah. So then after that, you see Harry in the gas chamber where his father was. You know what I'm saying?
And you're like, whoa.
Ooh. So he's looking like he's gobbling himself up. You know what I mean? So
wait. He's doing what?
Gobbling himself up.
Come on, that just sounds wrong. But
that just sounds wrong, but we'll go with it, right? We'll go with it. So he gobbles himself up. You know what I'm saying? And then like back at the park, Peter Parker, Mary Jane, and their the famous spider web when they're kissing and kind of thing. You know what I mean? They're very happy.
So romantic.
Romantic. You know? Do you love me? Do you love me? Kind of thing. You know
I don't remember that song being in there, but okay.
Yeah. So but you see out of nowhere something crashed down. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it just crashed down, which is kind of weird. It's a little different from even the cartoon or the books, but we'll go with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You see the goo, which ends up being the symbiote.
I like the effects of the goo. the way it
goo?
does.
Yeah, I thought it was
The way
pretty
it moves.
good. Yeah, like
I
some
like
people were
that.
complaining about it. I enjoyed that part. I thought it was.
It's
It's supposed to
fine.
be look gooey and gooey like that. You know
Supposed
what I
to
mean?
look
It's
eerie and kind of spooky
yeah.
looking. Yeah, yeah,
So it attaches onto Peter's bike because he still got that scooter type bike. You know what I mean? You know he's
yeah,
broke. Him and
yeah,
Mary Jane go off and all that, and everything's all good. And then you see Flint Marco running. You know what I'm saying? He was running, and then
down the
he's looking
alleyway.
around down the
Yeah,
alleyway and into.
yeah,
And it looked like he was breaking and entering, but he was entering the house where his daughter lives, his sick
yeah.
daughter who has cancer, and
But he's not supposed to be there.
not supposed to be there. He sees her sleeping. He goes in the
Yeah,
kitchen,
yeah,
gets himself something to eat, and that's when the mom gets in the way. She's like, "You can't be here. You're in jail, and you're a loser, and you're a
yeah,
criminal." And he's like, "I
yeah,
just did this to help my daughter. I need to
yeah,
for the research. He's
yeah,
sick. You know what I'm saying? So he's
yeah,
trying to. I mean, he's trying to help his daughter out. You know what I'm saying? He's trying.
yeah,
For him, he can't afford money to help her heal for her medicine and stuff like that. So he does what fathers, apparently criminal minds and all that do. They try to go steal that money, and
yeah,
you kind of see some sympathy for him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I do.
So, yeah. So we keep on keeping on. Uh, Peter goes to Aunt May and talk about the marriage and all
Yeah,
that. And she gives
yeah.
him the ring. It's like, I want you to have this, and
I
you know.
I was blown away by that. I was like, man, once again, Aunt May is giving something to Peter, and Peter's just stunned by it. You know. So
So, yeah, I'm just laughing. Globbing is. They're gonna make it a thing, a shirt or something. um, yeah. So out of nowhere, he starts walking on air. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Harry Osborn in this new
I
weird looking. Supposed
Here
to be
we
the
go.
Green Goblin, but
Okay, okay, okay.
I need you to explain to me what is this?
Okay, okay, okay. Let's get down to it. Okay. I'm not a fan of the the snowboard looking goblin glider thing. I'm not a fan of that. Okay, it's just not working for me. Okay, I know they're trying to get out there for them teenagers who are snowboarding and stuff like that, but it don't work. But okay,
Um, I I would look at it. I was like, oh boy, people gonna hate this because I didn't like that. I didn't like it. Was
yeah,
one of the
yeah,
things in the movie I really didn't like. I like the
yeah,
whole idea of the snowboard glider thing, but not for Harry Osborn.
but
You know,
yeah, yeah.
and then the suit. You know what I mean?
This suit was just okay, but I just had a problem with that snow glider thing or whatever. Yeah,
I wanted the Goblin. That's what I wanted. Maybe
yeah,
in an actual suit instead of having
yeah.
the Power Ranger helmet in the first movie.
How how hard could that have been? It couldn't have been that hard.
And that's why I think from that point on, a lot of people started judging the movie right away. Right
Yeah,
away.
yeah,
Like they I think doesn't matter what happened in the movie, it sucked for them. You know what I'm saying? They just
yeah,
don't
yeah,
want anything to do with the movie. So
yeah,
I think they had their mind because even though there's things I don't like about movies, I'm able to keep watching it, try to enjoy the rest of it, and then I'll make my judgments later and all
yeah,
that how much I liked it. But I'm still invested in the characters because the confrontation was really good. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. It was.
Throwing through windows, crashing into walls, ripping walls. That whole
Yeah.
setup I thought was good. You know what I mean? The whole fight.
Hey, I just and real quick when the whole uh the ring when the ring fell out of his I don't know, I think fell out of his hand or his
Yeah,
pocket,
that was a great
and he was
scene.
like,
He's like,
uh,
the way they did that, I thought that for that time the effects was good, but I keep saying, "Oh, the
and
effects was good." People
then
yelling
when
at me,
he
"No, it wasn't."
hey, and then when he swings back down to get the ring, and he gets it, and he like does that tumble on the roof. I was like, whoa, that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, that whole scene, I enjoyed that whole scene.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
I thought it happened pretty quick. Like I said, they were rushing it a little bit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it needed more time for that part to marinate. That's why they
yeah.
were saying there's too many villains and all that.
Yeah, they it kind of crunched in there a bit. Yeah,
It was a lot of crunching time. Like I said, there's a way you can do it, but you got to do it the right way. That's why
yeah,
people are afraid of the No Way Home one that's gonna be like that. But I don't think it
yeah.
is. I think they're gonna do
Yeah,
it the way I say they're gonna do it. Like they got their main subjects, and then
yeah.
they have what do you think?
Well, I'm just praying that it all lines up well, and I mean I know it's going to be entertaining. I know that. I am fully on board, and I am uh, faithfully following this, and I know it's going to be good. So
Yeah. So, but that for another day we might
yeah, yeah,
cover in the future. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But right now we're talking Spider-Man. So anything else you want to get out of that scene? You know what I'm saying? Like he was able. Okay, he falls down. He
yeah,
stops
yeah,
Harry
yeah.
with like a
With like a
line,
web line. Yeah,
web line through the neck, and then he falls
yeah,
boom, 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 like a ping pong all the way to the ground. He looks like
yeah,
he's dying. He rushes him to the hospital, and
yeah.
then he
He
hopes
just
he's
got
okay.
he just thinks that he got kind of like a knock on the head somewhere when he
Yes.
wakes up. Yeah,
So we'll find out more about that later. Because
yeah,
after that, they go to Captain Stacy, which I thought was pretty cool. I think this is the first time they go to Captain Stacy in this movie.
yeah,
Um, which I got kind of hyped. You know, you're a Spider-Man fan, you start knowing about that. At that
yeah.
point, I never got to read those early Spider-Man books, but I knew that was Captain Stacy. You know what I'm
Oh, the
saying?
John Romita. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get to read that a little bit after, but
Okay.
I knew who that was. So I got kind of hyped for that.
Yeah,
You saw Gwen Stacy earlier,
yeah.
and he was talking about Marco. You know what I'm saying? That Marco Flint guy, whatever his
Flint
name is.
Marco.
Flint
Yes.
Marco. There you go.
Yeah.
And this is where he becomes Sandman. They chase him
Yeah.
into this.
He gets chased, and he goes over this fence that clearly you're trespassing and you're going someplace you're not supposed to be, and he falls down into this this pit, and it has sand in it, and it's for some kind of experiment or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's some cool. This guy say he likes the Goblin mask. He hated the whole Goblin disease BS like they did in the Andrew Garfield movie.
Hey, there you go.
Through I thought he was a good Spider-Man. We're gonna cover those movies pretty soon in the future.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
but but yeah, but keep on keeping on through the Sandman. I thought that was a weird origin for Sandman and all that, but
It's well, if you go back and read the comic books, it's not that far off from.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. So like I didn't hate it when I was watching it at
Yeah.
that time. I didn't hate it. I thought it was fine. Like I
Yeah.
said, I got a lot of feedback from people. Oh, you're crazy. You just love Spider-Man. You don't understand. You love
What?
anything. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
That's what I get. You know what I mean?
Huh.
You know, they two gun, pew pew. What's going on, Tupac
Oh,
Pedro? I have to do that every time he shows
yeah.
up on the show. You know what I mean? Appreciate you being here. Yeah. So yeah, I was okay with the Sandman part. I really was. Like the way it
And
happened.
I liked how they showed the the inside the body of Flint Marco changing into Stan, and then
And then
he
it goes.
falls
It's like
apart.
fading away kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
very well done. Like I said,
Yeah.
for the time, I thought it was fine. I thought
Yeah.
the special effects was fine.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Like I said, ever since that part with Harry Osborn, I think people just tune it out the rest of the movie. Whether they left or they watched the rest, they hated it from there on. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but uh, Station Sergeant Slaughterhouse, sub up to that guy. He's pretty cool. But yeah, keep on keeping on. So Harry loses his memory. You know what I'm saying? So they go back to the to the hospital with it, and Peter goes
Yeah.
visits, and he starts because he talks to the doctor and he say he might have amnesia, he might lost his memory a little bit. So he
Yeah.
goes in there and he notices him and all that. And this
Yeah.
reminds me of the comics. This reminds me of when
Yes.
Harry
Yes.
Norman Osborn
Roman. Yes.
lost his memory. Since
Yeah.
you didn't get that in the movies, you got that here. What do you think about that whole thing?
I greatly appreciate it. It was a nice kind of little callback to what happened with Norman in the comic books. So
Yeah, yeah, that's what I loved about it. I thought it was. I mean, you want rather have it be Harry, but I mean Norman Osborn, but it's
but
movie form. It wasn't gonna
yeah,
happen. That's why I would
yeah,
love to have a Spider-Man TV show. Would never happen because you would get to have all that and explain all that in the show.
yeah,
It would be phenomenal. But maybe we'll get that next time. You know what I'm saying? But in a future show, who knows? Now with the MCU, they could do anything. But
yeah,
he loses a man. MJ shows up and all that, and he's like,
yeah,
and they're like, oh, I hope you feel better. And then
yeah,
the
yeah,
nurse is like, oh, you got great friends. He's like, yeah, they're great. I'll risk my life for them or something like that. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
So it's showing you like he did lose his memory at the moment.
yeah.
And then of course you saw a little more Sandman where he learns how to grab the locket
That
with his daughter. What you
hey,
think about that?
and that part. Oh my God! Even this part with the Sandman is awesome because I can never get enough of watching the sand coming together, and he it forms him, and he's learning how to use these amazing abilities. Yeah,
So I agree with all that, man. That was amazing. So
yeah,
I'm gonna move on because I agree with
okay,
you. Um,
okay,
so MJ shows up on Peter's apartment and all that. She's upset because of the critics, and this is where this things start going south because Peter was happy. His friend didn't remember the bad. He was Spider-Man. He was like Cloud 9, and then that Cloud 9 goes down, clears
yeah.
up, and MJ shows up. Critics
And
didn't like her.
she's upset. Yeah, yeah,
She was very upset, and then she was like, and he kept talking about, well, as Spider-Man, I understand it. She's like, it's not about you, it's about
yeah,
me. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So you understand a little bit that this is where uh-oh.
He needs he needs to pull back a bit from the whole Spider-Man thing because he's getting a little bit of an ego.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
needs to
hot
pull back.
head, like a little.
He needs to start. He needs to bring it down because he needs to start thinking about the future and Mary Jane and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah, he couldn't separate that. Even her
yeah,
telling him that, and he
yeah,
just doesn't understand. You'll be all right. You know what I mean? He just doesn't understand. So
yeah,
as it continues, she gets mad. He goes be Spider-Man. That's another thing that always bothers, whatever relationship with he.
yeah,
They have to stop everything. He has to go be Spider-Man. She's like,
yeah,
whatever. So she's like a little upset. Then it shows Gwen modeling like I was talking about. And the
yeah.
crane come out of there, attack the building out of nowhere, and
Yeah, that's
she's
crazy.
she's falling. And then this is where you see Eddie Brock. He's like,
He's
and
like,
Captain Stacy. Yeah,
yeah,
Captain Stacy. Oh, that's Gwen up there. Captain Stacy's like, wait, that's Gwen? And then he's like, yeah, and by the way, I'm dating your daughter. Like, what?
like really? Right now, you got to say that? Come on.
And he's like, looking at her like, what? And then, of course, Spider-Man saves her
Yeah,
life and all that. And she gets all giddy eyes on her and all that. What do you
yeah.
think about that whole scene? You know what I mean?
Uh, I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be the downfall right here.
Yeah, yeah. So you saw that happening, and she, woo, and then Brock's like, "Oh, I'm dating your daughter," but I don't think he understands. I don't think he really was dating her. You know what I mean? It was like later on, he
Yeah,
said it was one date. Brock, it was one date. You should
yeah,
say
yeah,
that a little bit later. um. So JJ finally see JJ loses his temper. He's always losing his temper. You know what I mean? And he's trying to take
yeah.
his medicine and all that. And he's like, it's crap, da da da. And then Betty keeps
He's like, what
nipping
do you
it.
think about these pictures? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And then Betty keeps messing with him. Control your
yeah,
temper. Your wife said control it. It's like, you tell my wife it's okay. You see, he wants to explode. But of
Yes,
course, eventually he explodes. Get out of here. That's a bad idea. Where's
But
Parker? You know what I mean?
what'd you think about when Eddie Brock come up there and he's pushing for a job. He's pushing for a job. So
He's pushing for Peter's job.
yeah, just almost out of nowhere. And I'm like, oh man, come on.
So he's talking about that, and then he's like, this is my new photographer. And then Peter goes, but I'm your photographer. And then Robbie Robertson is telling him, you know, hey, Peter's been our guy for a very long time. You know what I mean? So he's like, okay, if any of you can find Spider-Man, digging into the cookie jar. You know what I'm saying? So he really feels like Spider-Man's a bad guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
he wants a permanent job.
He wants a picture of Spider-Man doing something bad.
Doing something bad, and then they got it. So Peter and Brock were like, yeah, right, you ain't getting this job. I'm getting this job. That's never gonna happen, Peter says, and stuff like that. So you see that happening. So I'm like, oh boy, you know what I mean? Now Peter goes in with Harry and he shows him the basketball. They used to play basketball and all that. And as they were going, you see Peter still trying to test the waters, and he's going around. He's seeing portrait of the dad, and Harry's not remembering any of this. You know what I mean? I'm sure he was a good dad. And he tells him, yeah, he loved you a lot. That's all he's saying. He remembers watching himself put the dead body of Norman Osborn in the bed and everything, and it was like very emotional. He's like, "Can we get out of here?" Kind of thing. What do you thought about that whole scene?
I was like, this is going down a road that you don't want to go down, because Harry is gonna start remembering, and it's gonna be all bad. So.
And I think that's what he's afraid of. He's testing the waters, but at that moment he doesn't remember anything. So he doesn't remember. He only remembers a certain part of his life. His short-term memory is not there right now. So it shows. Then it goes back and forth. This looks like one of the Nick Spencer issues. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
One of those later. So MJ shows up at her job, and someone else is singing in her place, and all the ladies there are uncomfortable. It looked like the lady's uncomfortable too. It looked like maybe she worked with her and she replaced her, but nobody told her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then like they give her the bad news nicely, and she just walks away from there. And that was pretty sad. Like, I already saw the writing on the wall. It's like, oh, this is gonna be bad, because she's gonna go to Spidey, Peter Parker. He's gonna be like, oh, you know what I mean? That's what she does. You know what I'm saying? Peter Parker's getting ready. The Spider-Man has a little prep rally going, and he's like, don't worry, MJ. Don't worry. Tomorrow, don't worry about the critics. Tomorrow, you're gonna knock it out of the park. Don't worry. And he doesn't know that she lost the job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then who comes after he leaves?
Stanley.
Stanley? No, he's after that.
Oh, okay.
Harry Osborn. Harry Osborn.
Yeah, that's right,
Remember when he comes? Starts talking, and they start like, oh, talking knives, and that always happens when
that's true.
When Peter Parker just has his head up as you know what I mean. Harry, being the nice guy, still not remember who he is. And they start talking and reminiscing. She start remembering the good things that she liked about him. So not good on that part. And then it shows a little bit of the Sandman starts roaming free, and the cops notice who he is. They start chasing him, and then
there's some kind of weird sand creature running around. Oh, that's Flint Marko.
Get him. Like, they knew who he was and everything.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's heading the direction of the Spider-Man prep rally.
Yeah.
So you see Gwen Stacy talking on the stage. Great. Oh, he saved my life and all that. MJ's looking at it, and then
Yeah.
MJ starts bonding more with Harry as that's going on.
Yeah.
And then somehow Peter Parker shows up. Oh, here he is, and he goes with the backwards. You know what I mean? Off the webbing, and he's like, plant one on me. And
He's
she's like,
upside down. Yeah.
he's upside down.
The upside down
Plant
kiss.
one, and she's like, are you sure? You know what I'm saying? And then she starts kissing him
And
the
oh
way
no.
he kissed MJ in that alley.
Oh hell no.
That pissed her off. She left. Harry's like looking for her, like, what happened?
Yeah.
What'd you think about that when you first saw that? You knew she was gonna be pissed, right?
Well, at first I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. Spider-Man is getting recognition. But then it all went way south when she wanted to kiss. I'm like, don't do it. Don't. Oh, you're in trouble.
Wah, wah. And I forgot to mention, like, before that happens, he yells out Shazam when he gets on top of the thing. Did you notice that?
Oh, that's right. He did.
He yells out Shazam. He's like, Shazam!
Yeah. Yeah.
That means Sam Raimi is a comic book fan, man. So that was pretty cool. A DC reference. So that whole scene happens. Then the Sandman comes out of nowhere. Spidey goes after him. He's robbing the money, money truck and stuff like that.
Yeah. He's in the truck. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember that scene? What do you think about that scene?
I liked it a lot because Spider-Man's like I guess.
Yeah.
Didn't he say something? He said something like, I guess you haven't heard.
I guess you haven't heard of me. And then like he tries to punch him, but he punches Sam. He's like, I don't care who you are. He's like, I'm the sheriff in this town. You know what I mean? And he's like, I don't care who you are. Yeah. Slap them silly.
You get a big sand fist sock. So, yeah.
Sandman. So that whole scene's happened. He gets away.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And then he gets away. Spider-Man's like, oh man, gets sand off his mask and all that. And then
he's like, where do these guys come from?
Yeah. He's like, where do these guys come from? And the way he's delivered, Tobey Maguire is great at it. You know what I mean? He's like very nerdy about it. So after that, of course, he's Peter Parker again, and he calls MJ, but she doesn't pick up. She's mad about the kiss. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Peter Parker gets a call from Captain Stacy. You know what I mean?
The report about his Uncle Ben's death. Yeah.
This is the part where a lot of people was mad about too, and I understand. Like it was kind of silly. It was kind of.
I wasn't a fan of it either.
Yeah. Marco was the real killer at that moment. He was considered the real killer, and that's when Peter gets mad. And he's because he's there telling Aunt May and Peter Parker. Yeah. Peter Parker, you guys are not doing nothing right. He's still alive, So you already know he wants to get revenge. It's like the killer of Uncle Ben.
He's got anger inside him. There you go.
He's got so much anger. Back at his apartment, he's thinking. Yeah. Mary Jane comes in. Already knows. He's like, I heard what happened. She already knows. She knows he's Spider-Man. So she knows he could go flip out. She said, don't do anything rational. And he's like, don't worry about me, MJ. I'm okay. And she doesn't believe him, but she walks away going, even Spider-Man needs help every once in a while. She walks away. But she's right. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
And I guess like the symbiote has been hanging around in the room the whole time. But when
I was like, why is it taking so long to get to the symbiote?
But I think it's because the symbiote when Peter Parker was ha, he didn't want that Peter Parker.
He was like, go away.
Nah, good guy reference. Nah, get away from me.
But then wait a minute, I sense much anger in you. And so
now he got the anger.
There you go.
He bonded with Peter Parker. Then boom. He wakes up with the suit on. on the famous building. You know what I'm saying? Where he shoots himself in the building. That famous.
He's hanging off the side of the building. Yeah.
And then he starts swinging around. He's like, "Woohoo! This is awesome!" You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Seeing that was cool. So
Yeah, I freaking I enjoy
like
that because like you enjoy that part. You want him to see him in the black suit and the symbiote suit. You're kind of excited. Me growing up, loving Venom, loving the black suit, Spider-Man in black suit. I had a few of those issues. You know what I mean? So I freaking loved it. So he's all happy with the suit and all that, but he does have precautions because he goes to Dr. Connors, gives him a piece of the suit, and the suit the little piece tries to run away and go back to Peter Parker. So Dr. Connors already knows. He's like, oh, it has a characteristic of a symbiote. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it can actually take over someone's mind and stuff like that. I don't know how he got that, but he did.
And he was like, you better not get any of this on you.
Yeah, that's what he did because he doesn't know he has it on him already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Peter is obsessed with the Sandman, so he's waiting for reports the whole time. That's why the symbiote attached himself to him because he was waiting for reports of the Sandman the whole night.
He's kind of angry. He's kind of getting into angry Parker mode.
More angriness, kind of thing. You know what I mean? He gets a call. He gets the he sees the report. Marco over here. So the Sandman, he hears he's somewhere. He goes after the Sandman, and as he's trying to find him, he escapes into the sewer. And before he goes into the sewer, Eddie Brock's like,
he's like taking pictures. Yeah.
Taking pictures of all the debris and all that from the little quick battle. And then Spider-Man takes the camera and smashes into the wall.
I was like, whoa.
Showing some anger. But as he leaves, Eddie Brock takes a smaller camera. He had the backup and starts taking pictures with everything around it. You know what I mean?
He had a baby camera.
Yeah, a backup. Oh boy. So Spidey confronts Sandman and they start talking about, you killed Uncle Ben. You killed my Uncle Ben. Blah 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 blah. Not exactly like that, but he said you killed Uncle Ben. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. You know what I mean? I don't know why he had to sound like the Hulk Hogan, but you know what I mean? That's
brother.
The Sandman. But the Sandman don't want no part of this. He just wants the money for his daughter. That's all he wants. You know what I mean? He's just straight up. What do you think about that whole scene?
Hey, I was into it. I mean, it's awesome. Spider-Man is more powerful. Sandman is having a hard time. So
he really is. He's having a hard time. And then Spider-Man sees a water main. He breaks it. The water goes through, and that's how he vanishes him. And I think he thinks he killed him.
he kind of gets diluted in the water.
So he becomes Peter Parker again. This is where the emo Peter Parker is born.
Now I know people make a lot of jokes and stuff, but man, I thought it was awesome. Come on.
We'll get to that part in a second.
Okay.
But, he goes. He has an attitude now. He changes his haircut style and all that.
Yeah.
And he goes, and his landlord, I keep forgetting his name. He starts yelling at him. You know what I mean? You remember his name? I forgot his name. I knew it the last time, but I forgot.
Isn't it like Dudurkovic? Or maybe that's. Wait, that's a basketball player. No, I don't. It's something. Wait a minute. I might be able to find it.
It's all right. We could keep going though. But the landlord starts yelling starts talking about, I need my money. Peter starts yelling at him like, you get your money when you can. I'm not in the mood, kind of thing. You know what I mean? And this is where
he's like, you'll get your damn money when you fix this damn door.
Yeah, when you exactly when you fix this damn door. And then like he slams it, and then like Ursula, which is his daughter, who loves him. He's in love with that man. It's Peter Parker.
Yeah, she is.
was like, even she goes, wait, that wasn't cool. You know what I mean? Because she knows her dad's a douche. But
and then the guy is like, he's a good boy. He's under stress. All right.
there's something going on with him.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So Peter goes to Aunt May and tells her, you know, we good now. Spider-Man killed the Sandman. And then she looks at him like,
she don't like that. No.
Yeah, she don't like that. And I don't think she believes he did neither. I don't think she believes Spider-Man would do that, because Spider-Man, there's not the comics where Aunt May couldn't stand Spider-Man for a long time. You know what I mean?
For a while, yeah.
For a long time. So he saved her life, kind of thing. So you can see she's a great actress. I'm saying she's just great. You can see
she's awesome.
Yeah, you can see she don't believe it. And he tells him, and Peter Parker sees her in a certain way. He's like, I thought you would be happy. He's like, Uncle Ben wouldn't have wanted anybody to lose their life over him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's where like he starts, huh? And he's confused. He's even more confused. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very touching scene. You know what I mean? Yeah. So because revenge thing, that's tough, man. People want revenge. It just Ben don't want none of that. So that's what he tells. So you see quickly it switches to MJ. Found a job at a bar. She helped wanted sign, gets away, and she walks, sits down on a park bench, and instead of calling Peter Parker, she calls who she calls?
She calls Harry.
Calls Harry. Oh, do you want to hang out and stuff like that? I just need someone to talk to.
And they're getting together, and Harry's gonna
hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, in the midst of it, Peter tries to call MJ again. She does. It looked like he was ready to call her and all that. And that's when the landlord comes again. But he's a lot nicer now. He's, you know what I mean? And he's like, "Oh, just call her. And when you call her, just..." And he don't know what to say.
You say, "I love you.
I love you."
Me.
And that's it. And he's looking at him like, "That's it." And then like Ursula comes out of nowhere. She's like, "Oh, you gonna call MJ? Do it. You know." Yeah. And then like she leaves. She's like, closes the door and she opens it again. Do it. And then she closes it. I love that whole scene with the landlord. And the advice he tries to give him. Like he changed his whole tune in that scene after Peter got angry with him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Of course, you were just talking about MJ visits Harry and all that, and they start cooking and all that. And he puts do that twist, come on, baby. Yeah. They start doing the twist and all that and having fun. And while they're cooking, and then he messes up the eggs, and then in the middle of dinner, they start flirting a little bit. They kiss, and this is where MJ's like, "Nah, I can't do this, bro. I can't do this." Not exactly those kind of words, but you know me. I was at something. But he's like, "I can't do this," and he leaves storming. He's like, "MJ, what happened? What happened?" And then like already Harry, you already see the old Harry Osborn, the mean Harry Osborn come out. You know what I mean? He starts drinking, and then out of nowhere, like this is where I think they rushed it a little bit. He starts remembering everything. He sees his dad again, and all that, and he's like, "We'll get him. We'll get him where it hurts him the most. We attack his heart." William Dafoe. Great. We got him again in this movie. So what do you think of that whole scene? And you had to know, like, it was a little fast though, right?
It was a little it was a little fast. If they were gonna have like a Spider-Man 4, then you would have brought Harry around, but yeah,
you would have brought him back around in the next movie and kind of do that. But like I said, with the whole casting thing, it didn't work out that way. So Harry grabs out of nowhere, grabs MJ, slams her on the wall, kidnaps her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ursula comes back and tells Peter he got a call from Mary Jane. He's like all excited. Then
Yeah.
she's like, I want to meet you, Peter. I want to meet you in the park,
Yeah.
MJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all that. So the whole scene happens where she's waiting in the middle of the bridge, a very romantic bridge. I'm like,
Yeah. I was like,
what?
wow, what bridge is that? Is that in Central Park? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, that's Central Park. They're in Central Park.
is
That's
it?
Central
Okay.
Park right there. Yeah. They're in Central Park. Uh, he goes in there with flowers and everything, and she's there
Yeah.
to break up with him because he's like, I love you. I want to marry you. I got the ring. He shows her the ring, and she's like, it makes it harder for her because Harry
He's
just like
watching.
threatened her, and he's
Yeah. Yeah.
watching. That's what I forgot to say
Yeah.
a little earlier, but he threatened her. You need to do this for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he
Yeah.
threatened her that if Peter he wants him to leave Peter alone, she's gonna have to break up with him. And
Yeah.
that she did. She told him, "I'm with somebody, Peter," and moved away. And Peter's like crying, and Tobey Maguire's. Everybody makes fun of his crying face. It's not a very good crying face. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not
It's
very.
bad. It's not flattering at all. No.
She walks away and she leans. She looks over and she sees Harry smirking at her, very
It,
pissed.
he, yeah. Yeah. Harry's like, he's like clapping. And, yeah.
It's like a total 360. I wonder what she was thinking because it was all good and then it wasn't all good anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now she can see why her and because she didn't understand why Harry and Peter were still fighting and stuff. But
Yeah.
I
I
guess
guess.
we can find out now.
I think Peter should have explained in detail about all that, but I guess he didn't.
Nah,
So,
he didn't. He was still wrestling in the mind. Sometimes you keep stuff in, and he just never
well,
did.
I mean, she already knew that he was Spider-Man, so he should have just told her everything, you know. But yeah,
What are you gonna do, right? But
yeah, yeah,
so and also Peter didn't know that she lost her job yet. You know what I mean?
yeah. She didn't
Like
tell him. Yeah,
he works at the Bugle. How did he not find out? You know what I mean? That's how so far
yeah,
he
yeah,
had to set him up. His New York what? You know what? Right?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
so yeah. After the whole confrontation,
yeah,
Peter starts having lunch in some place, a
yeah,
cafe with Harry Osborn,
yeah,
and
yeah,
he tells him the whole she broke up with me, I don't understand kind of thing, and then
yeah.
he's like, oh, but this is all nice to him, and I don't know where he flips it. He's like,
Yeah, he does.
there's
Yeah,
a reason why I'm that other guy, Peter. You know what I'm saying? And what do you think of that whole scene? Like he's saying
I
he
was
was the
like,
other guy. You know what I
I
mean?
was I was like, man, punch this Harry in the face. Come on.
Yeah. He gets mad. Peter
Yeah.
storms out. As he turns around, you know what I'm saying? Harry turns around and gives Peter a wink. This is where Peter starts understanding.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
he
man.
remembers.
Yeah, there
He
you go. I
remembers.
mean, all you need to look and see a wink, and boom.
Which,
You
like I
cut.
said, this whole
Yeah.
thing would have worked in a fourth movie. It
Oh
just
yeah.
happened so fast. Like all of a sudden he remembers. It's like something
Yeah.
like in the comics, it happens little by little with Harry Osborn. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He starts
Yeah.
remembering things here and there. They do a good job, but I guess, like I said, they were rushing everything because of the situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what happened. But that was an evil wink. Well done. The
Yeah.
actors did a good job for what they had. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then Peter confronts Harry
Oh yeah, he does.
because Peter's still evil Peter. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man.
You know what I
And
mean?
he's loving it. Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah. So they start fighting in Harry's house. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then eventually Peter's too powerful for him, beats
Yeah.
him up. Harry's in
Yeah.
the floor, and Peter's like, you know what, Harry? You remember what he said? He's like, you know what, Harry? Uh, your father didn't love you. He despised you. You know what I mean? He was like, he despised you. with that face.
He's like, oh, you're just little Gobby Jr.
He's just,
Go.
oh man, he was a total jerk. You know what I mean?
You know, and then Harry tries to throw like a pumpkin bomb at him, and
Yeah.
Peter Parker just immediately like snatches it and throws it right back, and you think,
Boom!
oh my
Blows
gosh,
up in its face.
did he just kill him? Whoa.
We'll find out soon,
Yeah.
because that scene finishes. Then you see
Yeah.
back at the Bugle. You know, Eddie Brock got the position because he sees he frames Spider-Man gone bad kind of thing. You know what I mean? With
he thinks he's got it all. Yeah.
Yeah. He thinks he's got it all and all that. He got the picture. Finally got Spider-Man with his hand in his cookie jar. He's like, job well done, Brock. You know what I mean? Day Jonah. And
you're like the son I never had.
You're like the son I never had. Exactly, that's what he said. Son, you're like the son I never had. You know what I mean? Peter comes in, sees the picture.
Yeah.
And he starts telling him, that picture looks familiar. It's been Doc. You know what I mean? You're a fraud kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then Brock's like, don't ruin this for me. I really need this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he slams him through the wall, like, because Brock starts getting tough. Peter gets stuff back, and everybody's like, what's going on? And then JJ comes in, you know what I mean? What's going on here? You know what I mean? And he tells him, look at that the picture has been docked. It's a fake, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get your sources. And then like that's when JJ goes, what? And now they have to what was the word that he says? They have to retract something. He's like, I haven't done this in years. You're fired.
we have to retrace it. Something. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot the word, but he was like, yo, you're fired. You're fired, Brock. Get out of my face. Kind of stuff, you know.
and then Peter thinks that he's the head guy, you know. Yeah.
And then of course that happens. Brock is fired. We go back. Peter gets a call from Dr. Connors, and then Ursula's serving him food and all that. He's like,
the cookies. Yeah.
The cookies. Can you make this for me? Can you make that for me? And she's like, ooh, yes. So Dr. Connors is trying to tell him, I hope you got rid of.
Yeah, you need to get rid of, if you have any of that around you, you need to immediately get rid of that. So.
Yeah, because it says he found out, I think, bonds with you.
Yeah.
Take you over. And we all know about symbiotes. What happened to Peter Parker in the books. The same thing's going to happen here in the movies.
Yeah.
But, you know, Peter Parker gets the swag now. You're like, this is where you get the emo Peter Parker. He's like, ding, ding, ding. He's like, yeah. He's going around like this. You know what I'm saying? He's pointing at everyone. And the girls are like, you know, he's like tells Jonah, I got all these great pictures, but I need the spot. You know, I need the spot. And he's like, I'll give you the spot. Fine. He's like, double the pay. He looks at him like, damn. You know what I mean? Because at first he was flirting with Betty and all that, and he's like, oh,
he was.
Peter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Getting all flirty with Peter. She was loving it. And he's like, what are you guys doing here? She's like, starts laughing. And that's when he gets the job and all that. He starts walking around again, and he goes in the store.
And he does that little spin, and he goes directly in the store.
In the store. He puts the suit on. He starts.
And he's got it going on. I love that. Come on.
There are people that hated it. I freaking loved it. I thought it was great, man. You can't take that too serious, man. You know, Tobey Maguire was great at it. You know, he's like, he thought he was the bee's knees. You know what I mean? Untouchable.
He thought he was the big man on the street. Yeah.
Big man, he's like,
Yeah.
so yeah, so he feeling good. He invites Gwen into MJ's bar with these
Yeah.
things. Uh-oh. Eddie Brock watches them go in, so he's already jealous. He's pissed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not having it. Which is not good. What do you think when you saw that happen? You was like, oh boy, you know what I mean?
I was like, any other place, you pick the place that Mary Jane is at.
Well, that's like that. That's the old school storytelling right there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
He's heartbroken still, even though he pretends he's not. He's a show
yeah, yeah.
off now with he doesn't have the
Oh,
money, but he's
yeah,
got
he's
the money
showing.
now. He's got position, but you know what I mean. He's got the suit
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
power. He's got the power. I got the power, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So he brings her in there, and she's ready to perform, and he's playing the piano like he's the mask. You know what I mean?
I know. I was like, whoa! Look at that. He's tickling those ivories. Look at that.
And then and she's like looking at him like, what? And then like the band starts playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He starts dancing with Gwen.
yeah.
He starts flipping all over the bar, and
Okay.
ends up dancing
Yeah.
with Gwen. And then like
He's doing the thing on the chair where you're sliding. You know.
yeah, all
Yeah.
of that. And then like after he starts dancing with Gwen, Gwen starts realizing why he did it, and he's like,
He,
"Oh, you did this for
he's
her?"
he's doing it to get back at Mary Jane.
Got back at Mary Jane, so she's
Yeah.
like the guinea pig. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? She notices it. She goes straight to MJ, and she's like, "I'm sorry,
She's like,
MJ,"
I'm sorry.
and
Yeah.
she walks away. And she's like, looks at him, Peter, what are you doing? And then like,
Yeah.
go ahead. You remember
Yeah.
what happens next?
Uh, all I know is that he messed up big time with that. Big time. And MJ was just upset. You know, Peter was kind of like what am I doing? You know, but yeah.
Yeah, he's just after beating up the bouncers a little bit,
Yeah.
he like starts he doesn't know. He's like, I don't know, and then he walks away.
He's getting
You know what I mean?
overwhelmed with it. Yeah.
He's getting very overwhelmed. He doesn't know what's going on. He shows up
Yeah.
in the clock tower, the famous clock tower scene
Mm-hmm.
from the
Mm-hmm.
books. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
trying to take the suit out off him. He's like, he don't know what
But
he's doing.
it's not quite coming off until
Then
the bell starts going. You know.
the bell bang. Then he's got Eddie Brock in the bottom praying. He's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
God, just
Which
help
is
me
just like
kill. Go ahead.
that's just like the comic books.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just like it.
The only difference is this. He starts praying to kill Peter Parker.
That's it.
Like,
Yeah. Yes.
so he's gonna go to a church, you know, where Christ is, and he's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
pray to kill Peter Parker. I was like, what?
Yeah, you know, some people are a bit twisted in their thinking, and yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he's really full of himself. Brock
yeah,
deserved that. You know what I mean? That's one thing in the comics they got the right in the movie. Brock deserved what he got. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He's not a nice guy. He's not a good
yeah,
guy at all. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But so you see, bing, and him struggling, and then
He
somehow
did it,
Brock goes to where the stairway is. He looks up and he sees like
and then, and
Peter Parker unmasked.
he's like Parker, yeah,
Parker, and then like the bell ringing and the
and
symbiote
it's
falling
coming
on
down.
him, and
Yeah, yeah,
he rips it off. Peter rips it off, and
yeah.
it falls down and it goes right on Eddie
Brock,
Brock.
yeah,
And we all know what happens there. He becomes Venom.
yeah,
Venom. So after all that happens, Aunt May goes visit Peter Parker,
yeah.
and he sees he's like upset and all that, but she's like, you haven't seen you lately. What happened with MJ? You never told me. He's like, he gives her the ring back and he's like, I'm not ready for marriage. And she's like, why? You seem so sure. And he tells her, I broke her heart. You know, I hurt her. I heard Aunt May.
It might
You
be
know,
too late. Yeah.
that's how he's feeling. You feel like he messed up the whole thing. He's
Yeah.
super heartbroken. This
Yeah.
symbiote thing messed with his head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Aunt May's like, "You're a good man, Peter. You'll
Yeah.
find a way to get her back." She believes in him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
See, once again, here we go. I mean, that's Aunt May. That's what Aunt May is supposed to be about. She's right there. And I love it. So,
love her for that. Yeah. This is
yeah.
where everything starts going bananas. So they start rushing through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you see Sandman going, clotheslining a Spider-Man, but it wasn't Spider-Man. He's like, Spider-Man,
Oh,
stop. Who was it?
it was Eddie Brock. Venom.
It was Venom. He's like, he tells him by his name, Marco, whatever. He's like,
Flint Marco.
Flip
Yes.
Marco, I want to kill Spider-Man. So do you. Let's team up. So you got a Marvel
Yeah.
team up right there. You know what I mean?
An awkward, weird, rushed Marvel team up. Yes.
A Rush Marvel team up. So that happens. You know what I mean? Spider-Man hears, and then like I'm trying to jump the gun, but actually before he hears that, Venom as Eddie Brock picks up MJ as a taxi. You know what I mean? And I don't know where he's like, where it is. Very creepy.
Yeah.
And then grabs her throat as Venom.
Yeah.
So he kidnaps her right there. You already know he kidnaps her.
There's a whole plan here with Venom and Sandman. They got a plan.
They got a plan.
Yeah.
So Peter sees in the news that she was put in this building with all these venom webs. They show you black webs because in the comics it's regular webs, but it's just a little thicker. Here they show you black webs like the symbiote, just so you don't get confused. That's why they do it for visuals. And she's at that same cab on the web on top of a building, and they show that in news. And I just love the news reporters. Oh my god. The chick with the accent, she's like, yeah, Spider-Man. It's Mary Jane, the actress, is up there. What is ever gonna do? And then the news guy's like, the actress, Mary Jane, what's gonna happen now? You know what I mean? I thought it was really funny, right?
I'm like, oh boy, now we're running into the cheese. This is getting cheesy.
It's getting very, very cheesy. Sam Raimi gets a little cheesy, but it works. I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
and I like when Spider-Man shows up and he's running by the flag.
Yeah. He puts the old suit back after he sees it. And everybody's like, "Where's Spider-Man?" They see, and a little girl's like, "Oh, a little boy." A kid goes, "It's Spider-Man!" And he starts running. And they had kind of like in the second, and I think the first movie had a scene like this a little bit, where he shows up on the roof, and you see the flag behind him, the American flag, like you were just talking about.
Yeah.
Beautiful scene. Love it. Love it.
Yes.
And of course, before that, we jumped the gun a little. He went into Harry and asked him to help him.
Harry,
he's like, we need to
Harry's
save
a little.
MJ.
He's got like a scar on his face.
He's got the
He's
scar
scarred
and
up
all that. And he's like, I'm not helping you. And then he just leaves. You know what I'm saying? But the butler who says, he told Harry Osborn that night, because he thinks Peter, because I guess the butler knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man because he was there at that moment, you know, and he hates Spider-Man, so the only one he talks to, because he's lonely, is his butler, because his butler knows his dad. He's like, I love your dad very much, and I love you like my son. I cleaned up your father's wounds, and he was stabbed by his own glider. Because Peter tried telling him he killed himself. I didn't kill him. And he was like, really? What? You killed yourself? Kind of thing at the time. You know what I mean? And that's when Harry starts, Meanwhile, like when meanwhile moment, back at the tower where Peter's getting attacked. He's getting destroyed by Venom. You know what I mean? When he runs away from Venom,
Yeah, yeah.
Sandman gets him. He turns into a Titan. You know what I mean?
As
And then,
sometimes Sandman will do. Yes.
yeah, and then Venom has his web shooter thing around his neck,
Yeah, yeah.
choking him while Sandman is bashing him.
And it's looking bleak for Spider-Man.
It's not looking very good for our hero.
Yes.
So he goes in there, and out of nowhere, when Sandman's ready for the kill, because he's knocked out, Spider-Man's knocked out just for the moment, a pumpkin bomb shows up out of nowhere. Sandman's like, "Ugh,"
Yeah.
boom, blows him down for the moment. What happens after that?
Why we get a special Harry Osborn, Goblin, and Spider-Man teaming up against Sandman and Venom.
Venom. So you get the team up. But right
Yeah.
before Harry saves him, they go back to the reporters, and the reporting
Oh, yeah.
lady, she's like, I don't know how Spider-Man's gonna get out of this. And then he shows the other reporter, I think Spider-Man dies tonight.
I'm
The
like,
silliness happening.
why you gotta be so bleak about it, dude?
Yeah. So that's Sam Raimi humor right there. So now they have the little team up, and everything's all well, and he's like, you came. Peter's like, you came to Harry. And they start talking like old buddies again. And then he's like, Spider-Man's like, can you help me with Venom? He's like, I got my own problems with the Sandman here,
Yeah. They're actually talking friendly with each other and stuff there. Yeah.
So they start fighting him and all that.
Yeah.
Do you remember what happens next with the Sandman? How they take him down?
Man, it gets crazy. Sandman cannot deal with Harry Osborn, and he just, come on. It's just bad. Come on. It's so bad.
For whatever reason, explosions work on the Sandman.
Yes,
So
they do.
he's using the explosion.
You can knock
they
him
do
down.
they do have a part where they team up, which is well done. While MJ's falling, while they try to distract the villains and still team up and save her. Then after that, Sandman gets more super pumpkin bombs, and boom, that blows up. Sandman scatters everywhere. I guess it knocks him out for the moment.
Yeah.
Then there's a confrontation with Spider-Man and Venom. You know what I mean? And Venom, they start fighting, and Venom's ready to kill him. But Harry Osborn comes to save the day again, and all that.
But he gets, go ahead.
As he's ready, Venom starts ready to stab him, and Harry gets in the way and gets stabbed.
Yeah.
So he saves Peter Parker. You know what I mean?
So he has his redeeming moment.
He has his redeeming moments, which is kind of makes you feel like, oh, they just started being friends again. He started understanding. You know what I mean? Come on. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
It's a movie. Come on.
It's a movie. We gotta go. It's the last one for them. You know what I mean? Come on, forget about it. So after that, Peter Parker remembers, because those long metal sticks with the vibration, the sonic vibration, bothers Venom. He remembers taking it off because of the bell. He starts using them, cling, 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 to take it off the suit.
Yeah, the Venom is going crazy.
The suit comes off. Brock goes off to the side. He uses Peter Spider-Man puts all these things all around the suit and card ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
And as it's going crazy, he throws a pumpkin bomb in the middle. Eddie Brock's like, no, that's my suit. Gets in there, it blows up and it vanishes. The symbiote just vanishes. What the heck?
Yeah, what happened? What happened?
What?
How's it just vanish? What happened?
No, it was bad. It was a bad ending. That's just a bad way. I think people don't know how to really stop Venom at that point right here. I think they just didn't know. And like I said, they needed a second movie. They needed a Venom movie on its own
Oh
so they can
gosh.
figure that out. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
this was rushed. You see, it's rushed, and it's just like, where'd he go? A pumpkin bomb was able to help him vanish. You know what I mean? So,
Listen, listen. And the pumpkin bomb hit him. It opened up a portal to another dimension, and they moved in there as the bomb went off. There you go. No? Okay.
I guess. And this is the part where I understand where people the ending that part of the ending was not very good. That was just not how they stopped Venom. You know what I mean? I was already not liking uh the cast for Venom and all that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that happens a lot in movies. Like they don't know how to finish the movie. They don't stick the landing like people say. You know what I mean? That's why people really mad with
They
this
just
movie.
they don't stick the landing. They just kind of crash into something.
They crash,
Yeah.
and I can understand why people that hated this movie because of it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
us fans of the first two movies, we were able to enjoy parts of the movie. The casting and all that did a great job
Yeah.
with what they were handed. And of course, after that, they go to Harry Osborn. He's still a little bit alive. MJ is
Yeah.
holding him, and
Yeah.
MJ's crying, and Peter's like, and then he's like,
He's like, it's okay.
Harry's like, it's okay. And Peter's like, I'm sorry I said those horrible things to you.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's okay. You always be my friend. And then Peter goes, best friend. And then he goes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they start crying and all that. They go
And then
into the funeral scene.
Sandman. What about the
Oh, the
Sandman?
Sandman. The Sandman, yes. The Sandman comes out of nowhere, sees what happened, the way it happened,
Yeah.
starts talking with Peter Parker.
And
Uh,
and and what happens?
he tells Peter Parker, um, this is what
Yeah.
really happened.
Yeah.
That day, he was trying to take the car. He wasn't trying to like hurt him or nothing. He just wanted the car, and Ben was trying to talk him out of it. Like, just go your own way. Like you could still leave. He was trying to convince me, you know,
Yeah. And then he
to
was like,
not do it.
I forgive you. And then,
No, but before that, he explained.
oh, okay.
He jumped the gun. He
Oh, sorry.
explained. He explains to Peter that uh his partner came out of nowhere, and as his partner grabbed him to try to get into the car, he
Yeah. Okay.
accidentally shot Ben. It wasn't
Yeah.
on purpose. That he felt sick for days,
Yeah.
like for months, and he
Yeah.
still feels sick about that happening, and he apologizes to Peter, but like, I'm sorry that happened,
Yeah.
and that's when he gets to your part. Uh, you can say it again, like what he says that Peter says to him.
He says, I forgive you. And that's all
And then
that's all Sandman needed. Because
yeah,
he
for
just kind of
comfort.
floats away. Just kind of so
And of course, that's how that scene. Then you see, of course, the whole Peter Parker scene. He passes
yeah.
away, Harry, and then you see the funeral, and then you see Gwen in there.
Yeah.
A lot of people paying their respects. You know,
Yeah.
Peter Parker, MJ, Aunt May,
Yeah.
Stacy, Gwen Stacy, and all of them. And then towards the end, you see Mary Jane performing at the bar. He's like, I don't see no love. I don't like love. That song, whatever that song was.
Yeah.
I'm through with love, kind of thing.
I think we just need like a live stream of Big Herm singing songs. I think that's what we need.
Singing songs from the movie, you know what I mean? The
Yeah,
parts of the
yeah,
movie, right? No, that's not gonna happen. But but that's what happens. That song happens, and then out of nowhere she stops because Peter comes in. She spots him. She feels very emotional. He extends his hand,
Yeah.
and then she takes it. They hug each other,
Yeah.
like dance a little bit while they're hugging each other, and then boom, that's how the movie ends.
It's
Love.
not.
That means love. Their love could never be overtaken. Go ahead.
Well,
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, uh, love wins out in the end.
Love wins out in the end, and of course, we
Yeah.
don't get a fourth movie because they rushed everything into this movie. So there was all these rumors about a script. Maybe they're gonna
Yeah.
do it. Maybe they're gonna do it. Maybe they're really gonna do it. But
Hey, what the hell, other Sam?
what the hell, other Sam? You see the real Sam Raimi. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't
Yeah.
Sam Raimi. It was like he wanted to, but and
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
like conversations of maybe bringing
I
some
remember
some of
that.
the some of the
Yeah.
actors said they might come back if Sam
Yeah. Yeah.
Raimi comes back to do
Yeah.
that movie, and it was looking like it might happen.
I was
And then,
getting excited. I was super pumped. Yeah.
but supposedly because Sam Raimi had to change the script to the third one. They're saying the fourth one, the script wasn't the greatest. They had
Yeah.
actually a script out there, and it was
Yeah.
a lot of silliness in that script. I wish I could find it. That way I can read it. Maybe we do it on the show, like what
Ooh.
they did on the
Yeah.
script. That would be pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I could find that script. But that script, they said a lot of stuff that Sam Raimi wanted. Spider-Man fans weren't gonna be happy with because, like I said, they interrupted. But who knows? They turned that fourth movie into the new Spider-Man, the
Amazing
Amazing
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, with Andrew Garfield
Andrew Garfield. Yeah.
and my girl Emma Stone, who did a great
And,
job
hey,
as Gwen Stacy.
and don't forget who was playing Aunt May.
Who's playing at me?
You know who? Come on.
I forgot her name. That's why I asked you.
The, you
She
know
was in
the,
she was in Mrs. Doubtfire. She was the mom from Mrs. Doubtfire, right?
you know
Uh,
Sally Fields.
Sally Fields. There you go.
You
Yeah,
know.
there you
Yeah.
go. Did she play the mom like that in Mrs.
That's
Doubtfire?
when Aunt May started getting younger, and that's why
Oh,
I had a problem. I
she
had a
got a little
problem
bit
with it.
younger. She got a
I
little
had
bit
a
younger.
problem. Yeah, yeah.
She got a little
You
bit
had a
younger.
what?
A little
What
bit
do you mean a
younger.
little bit? Come
A
on.
little bit younger. And then in the new movie, she got really younger.
uh, yeah, yeah. I mean,
She got sexy.
yeah, yeah. I was like, whoa, Aunt May is not supposed to look that good. What the?
We got Sergeant Slaughter here from the G.I.
Oh
Joe,
yeah.
the Slaughterhouse. Says, still wish
G.I.
they
Joe.
made New Goblin the Hobgoblin. Yeah, they could have done all that, man. And they could still. I hope eventually we get a Hobgoblin. What do you think about that? Finally getting a Hobgoblin in one of these movies, kind of thing. You know what I
Eventually,
mean?
yeah. I think I feel eventually it's a good possibility, a real good one. Yeah. Yeah.
We got some more people. Aiko, thanks for joining us. Brandon, Comic Kings, he say he fell asleep. It's all good. TM is still up
Okay.
in here. Uh, Bobby, Hardcore Station. I saw Brother Joe earlier. Brother Joe. I know I saw him earlier.
Bobby
Chamorro Cinema was up in here.
Delgado.
I
There you
appreciate
go.
everybody coming in. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? 62 Station. Of course, right here, my man Chamorro. He's not doing
Tomorrow.
his show on his channel. So I think Cryo Prime has his channel, so they're gonna do all their stuff on that channel. So
Cool.
check out. He's gonna be closer Cryo Prime on his channel. I'm guessing that's the link. And oh yeah, what there you go. Maybe he got some. I get everything mixed up. I apologize, guy. But TM, thank you. What you collecting will be on Cryo Prime's channel right there. Go on that link. Following us. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much almost done. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think that one's at 8:30.
Yeah.
Comic Pizza Station. Got so many awesome people came in tonight. I hope we entertain you. You know what I mean? I know we silly. We just two Spider-Man fans, two comic book fans, and all that. Fans of these movies and all that. Just talking it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Acting
Yeah.
really silly. Here goes
Yeah.
Brother Joe. Brother Joe. Marshall Lewis was in the house station. Hope if you're still here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. overall, I think we rated the other movies. I don't remember what we rated them, but we rated them pretty high. You
Pretty
know what I'm
high, yeah.
saying?
Pretty high.
What
Yeah.
do you rate this movie? I'm very interested how many tangled webs you rate this movie. You know what I mean?
Now, out of 5, did we go
Out of
5?
5.
Yeah,
Out
out
of
of 5.
5 tangled
Um,
webs.
I'm gonna go 2.5.
Wow.
So I'm gonna go
Wow.
2.5.
But you say you still was able to enjoy some of the movie, but I guess
Yeah.
half of the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I thought
So,
you were gonna give it like a 3. You know what I'm saying? Because
oh,
you enjoyed some of
oh,
it, but there was still like
two
the
and a half.
The
Two and a
Harry
half is
part.
good. Yeah.
That yeah, I'll agree with you. 2.5 backlogs, only because Harry Osborn, he should have been the Green Goblin, not that what surfboard dude. You know what I mean?
It's the Green Goblin.
He's
Oh,
the Green Goblin. You know what I mean?
yeah.
The whole ending kind of was very messed up. We
Yes.
give it a decent grade. 2.5 is still like it's 50
It's not
50.
bad. Yeah.
It's not great, but it's not
No.
terrible yet. But we give it that
It's
because we still
it's
like
still
some of the
pass.
story.
It's still somewhat passing of a grade.
Yeah, and the it was very touching. And if you are a fan of
Yeah.
these characters throughout the first 2 movies, you really enjoyed a lot of that part of it. It's just a lot of like stuff that they got wrong. They could have done it a little better. Like I
True.
said, we didn't need Venom in there. Like I said, I don't mind a lot of villains, but you can't have origin stories for all of them. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I think the new movie that's coming is not gonna be like that. I think they're gonna find a way, you know, to
Yeah.
crunch everybody in. All these cameos you've seen in the new No Way Home Spider-Man movies, they're gonna be brief. They're not gonna be a
Yeah.
whole. We don't know who sticks around and who doesn't, but
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. I'm definitely seeing that in the theater. But
Yeah.
this movie, both of us 2.5. We rank it, which is like still a decent considering. A lot of people consider this movie at the time the worst superhero movie, one of the worst superhero movies at the time. You know what I mean? And I've seen
I don't.
worse. So
I don't know about all that, but okay.
okay, but Sam Raimi, we love the Sam Raimi movies still.
Yeah.
Especially the first 2 movies. Always special place in our heart. I'm glad we were able to do it.
Yeah.
Eventually, we're gonna do all the Spider-Man movies as throughout the months, and then we're gonna have a ranking show where we rank all the movies. A brief reason
Ah,
why we're doing it and everything. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be months ahead. We don't need any
yeah.
rush. The next 2 movies we're doing are Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, which looks like Sam's that one's gonna be one to watch.
No, no,
Sam
no.
not
It'll be
digging a
good.
lot
It'll
of
be good.
it, especially that number 2 one. Woo wee.
Woo.
We have problems with
Okay.
this Norman Harry Osborn. Oh boy, I'm just not gonna go there now. That's for a future show. For another day, we
Yes.
did show and tell. We did all that.
What is it?
So
Yeah.
Sleepy Reader is still up in his station.
Stevie Reader's still here. Look at that guy.
Sleepy Reader.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
rank it. We didn't even tell people on the chat to rank the movie. Sleepy Reader said I'd give it a 3. Still enough fun bits and nods to comic lore. Still better than a lot of the comic book movies. There
we
you go.
got. I guess we're the Spider Bros. There you go.
What happened?
We're,
Oh yeah, you
we're,
guys are the
we're the
Spider
Spider
Bros.
Bros. There you go.
Nice, nice. Bobby, the movie Spider-Man 3, I forgive you. Station.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. So before we leave. I didn't get to plug too much of my stuff earlier. Before I
Go
do
ahead.
that, Sam, you got anything going on
Oh.
for you this week?
Well, yeah. I got. Yeah. I got. Oh wow, we get the spotlight here.
You got
I
the
get.
spotlight.
Friday. You got your
Throwback,
ever
right?
loving show. Got this show I've been doing for a while. Friday afternoons.
Good
For
show.
some people, it's Friday. Maybe Friday early evening for
Friday
some
night.
others. I don't know. But I do that. hopefully sometime here in the future there will be some nature walks. I know people have been missing them. Come on. So
Yeah.
we're gonna try and
But
get it out.
Sam, where's your nature wall? You gotta get them before it starts snoring, man.
No, we got a couple months yet before they might see any snow. I mean, we're seeing rain, but yeah. So,
Yeah.
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 So there you go.
All right. All right. So yeah. So real quick, this morning I was at the Discovery Bay. You know what I mean? He's back.
Okay, okay.
He's back
Yeah.
and better than ever. Finally.
Awesome.
After I think a little over a year hiatus. Like
He was gone a
Discovery.
while. Yes, he
He was
was.
gone a
Yeah.
long time. It was because I remember I had just started my show,
Yeah.
my channel, and he like not too long after that. I mean, he put me on his show a couple of times. Not too long
Yeah.
after that, he just stopped. He had a lot of issues going on and stuff like that that he needed to take care of. That was a little more important.
Well, I
Took a
know I
break from
would
shows.
every now and then I would reach out to JB and say, hey, YouTube people, we miss you. And he's like, hey, I'm still out there. Maybe I'll come back later on down the road. And looks like he is back now, huh?
Yeah, he's back, man. His shows was
Yeah.
like the morning shows was a must watch. Everybody
Yeah.
watch them, and this is like before like the pandemic
Yeah.
and things really blew up where people more YouTubers, the community
Yeah.
really grew.
Yeah.
He was displaying people, representing, putting them, especially the smaller channels, giving them spotlight, who's going live, who's doing
Yeah.
this. And I enjoyed because we had like a topics where there's no image
Yeah.
for the week for some people, the Shazam trailer, Funko Pops, uh, the hot comic books that I liked, Peacemaker, you know what I'm saying, and Adjective. Real quick, what you think of you seen the Peacemaker trailer with John Cena?
No, I did not.
Oh man, you gotta see it. He's great, man. He's great. Forget the DC part. You might
I
have a
can't. I
problem
can't.
not seeing him. You might have that
I can't
problem. Not
see. I can't see him, so
you
I
can't
can't see
see
the
him.
trailer. So
You gotta see that. He's
I
hilarious.
do.
I think
It's
that
DC.
show.
I can't. I can't see DC though. So I'm sorry.
Come on,
Go
Sam.
ahead.
Swallow your pride. It's John Cena. Come on. So yeah, I was at that show. I think I'm scheduled next Thursday morning to be back at that show,
I gotta
talking
what?
topics and all that.
What do I gotta join? What's happening?
I have no
I
idea.
I
I have
gotta
no.
invited to Need Talk. What is Need Talk? Oh, is that JB's show? Or
Yeah, JB said he wanted to have you on one of his shows. He might hit you up
yeah.
to talk about that. You know
Well,
what I
yeah,
mean? Which is pretty
yeah.
cool.
I'd love to do that. Sure.
Yeah, yeah. So hit him up, see which because he has morning shows. If we can't make that,
Yeah.
he has afternoon shows.
Yeah.
You know,
Whichever.
I chose the morning shows. But next Thursday I'll
It's a
be
little.
back at his show. You know what I mean?
It's little early for me. 6 o'clock.
A little early, a little pretty early for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Of course, my man Nick dropped his cadet video. Check that out on the rewind. Awesome toys. He shows after the comic books that I want them all. I want them all. Nick, just put them all in a bag or in a box and just send them to me. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I don't know if I could afford it, but just do it. Just do it. And then of course, I don't have the thumbnail. Like I said, for whatever reason, the thumbnail that I got, the resolution was really bad on it, so I couldn't put it up here. It looked really bad. But Sheena
yeah.
was at the chatting with the community. Sheena's
Yeah.
station, great chat with TM. Had a ball watching her. We
Yeah.
got to learn a lot about her, and she reads a lot of novels too. So that's where her reading comes. And awesome. She loves Hello Kitty just like my wife, so they bonded towards
Cool.
that. So they're friends for life because of that. So so yeah, that was amazing. What else? What else? What else? Of course. After that show, we got ourselves Crisis on Infinite Ramp, Comickings and Missing Link, where, oh, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why that one there. They talk about DC fandom. That's
Okay.
last week's. I don't know why it didn't pop up here. That one came out of nowhere, but they talk about DC fandom and all the trailers that happened. So check that one out on the Comickings on the Rewind. Moderators dropped that link too. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, around when that was going, because they went pretty long, because they had a lot to talk about. It went longer than they usually do. And
Whoa.
right here,
What?
weekly comic book call from Nick. He pulls a couple of comics there for his Nick at Night show. Friday nights usually drops them. So he'll show you what books he's going to review in that haul, which is pretty cool. I already saw. I haven't commented on it. I already saw. You know what I mean? You're right over there?
Well, I'm getting told that I need to join the DC side.
I'm going to get to the chats in a minute.
Okay, yeah.
I'm still doing the promo stuff.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. Next week, we're having, for Halloween,
that's right,
comic book villains. Next Wednesday. James Tynan was gonna go to Midtown Comics here on a signature kind of thing, but I worked the night before, and there might be a big line and stuff like that. I don't know. It haven't in me anymore to stand on no line. You know what I mean?
I understand that.
I do want to go, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I'd rather get ready and hang out with my buddy Sam, and we do our show.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Wow. I feel so honored. Thank you.
Yes. I really enjoy doing this. This is a lot of fun. Just doing the Sam Raimi and me. You allow me to act like a fool, being silly. You know what I'm saying? That's so.
That's like half the fun. Come on.
Yeah. So next week, Spider-Man villain. I mean, not Spider-Man. Comic book villains. We see mostly DC and Marvel villains fighting.
Yes.
Because a lot of indies, you know, it's hard to pull that out and put it on the thumbnail. But we will be talking indie villains too, guys. So any kind of villains, me and Sam might have a little top countdown type thing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So to discuss the villains and all that. Yeah. So Sam, you gotta do your homework this time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it.
Do the homework.
So do I. So and my wife set this up. This was kind of funny. I have to show this. The October mystery mail call. I haven't got it yet, but I already got the thumbnail for it. October mystery mail call.
Wow. My goodness, look at that.
That's me stabbing a box. You know what I'm saying? Give
but
me the
wait
damn
a
books
minute.
already.
Wait a minute. That picture of you with a knife looks awfully familiar.
Maybe
I've seen it somewhere very recently. Yes.
Maybe yesterday in a birthday party.
Yes,
or
maybe.
And I always love doing these things with you. But yeah, that's my mystery mail call. I thought that was funny. You know, my lady did a good job with that thumbnail.
Yeah, that's really awesome. Yeah.
I like to display one more. Of course, last week I went with Phable to Midtown and Forbidden Planet. So that video is gonna come out eventually. A story of two backlog bros in the big city. But I still don't know what a backlog bro is. But that video is coming to you soon. What, Sam? You got something to say?
I was just saying, what's a backlog bro? What is that? I don't know.
I have no idea. If you know, I know. And then of course I made it official. Sunday was it when I made it official? November 4th, live on YouTube. Everything Wrestling Talk. A November to remember. Thursday, November 4th, 2021, 6 p.m. Eastern. Big Herm, Brother Joe, with special guests Sam's Tangle Web and many more.
Well, you know,
we get to have another pay-per-view. You ready for that, man?
I'm so ready for that. I'm pumped.
Hermania, whatever they call Hermania, Big Hermania, whatever they call it.
Running wild.
Yeah, number 2 of that is next year. So Brother Joe said that should be a special yearly thing for that.
Okay.
So every
Okay.
quarter we have a different. This is what we're trying to do every quarter. Like every 3 months we'll do a wrestling show. It's
Cool.
time for this wrestling show, and maybe we'll have one maybe in January. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's a couple of months later, before the Royal Rumble. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So we call it something
Yeah.
else. You know what I'm saying? But Brother Joe, we're talking about. I gotta bring some guests in. Brother Joe wanted to be a battle royal this time. He didn't even want to wait to Royal Rumble. He wants to bring as many wrestling fans in this show as free fall. You know what I mean?
Ooh. Yeah.
Boom. So
Yeah.
yeah, so who knows when that happens. Let me go back to the chats real quick before we say our goodbyes. And then I get to go get something to eat and watch the Knick game because they're playing right
So
now. But,
it's
you
so
know,
hard to say goodbye.
it's so hard to say goodbye. Let me see what's happening real quick in the
Yeah.
chats.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I know everybody. I see all your chats throughout the show and all that. I love it. I try to share as much of it in the show, but sometimes we get in the groove. We can't actually read every single thing, but we're reading everything as much as we can.
I love all the people. Come on. Yeah.
Love all the people.
Yeah.
Chamorro said 3 is fair. Score, I'm gonna agree with Sleepy. So Chamorro gives 3. Perry up in the house. I think
Harry?
Perry did Spider-Man 3 before.
Yeah, I think so.
Aiko said I gotta catch them. We rarely get a lot of snow. Sleepy Rita says, "Oh, I thought you guys get a lot of snow over there." Okay.
No, we don't get a lot of snow here. No.
Maria wants the nature walks. So does Perry.
Nature walking. I might be a little wet, but I'll do it.
Sam was invited for Nerd Talk.
Okay. I gotta
So,
talk to JB.
you
Sure.
gotta talk to JB. You gotta join Sam. I want to see Henry Cavill appear as Black Adam. You gotta join the JB show, Sam. Everybody wants you to join them, man. Maria
Okay.
said hello, Kitty.
I will.
Oh boy. Comickings. Thank you, Chamorro. He dropped the link for me. He dropped Nick's link. Thanks, Manny. I'm bad with the link dropping. Yeah. You gotta get better, but she does all the other stuff, so I forgive her. Cry Prom next, yes. The next show, with a bridge to that show, on Cry Prom, sub up to him. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I subbed up to him because I didn't even know he had a channel. You know what I'm saying? But I know now. New channel, still new. You know what I'm saying? But he's been with the boys for a while. He's done the show with Chamorro a few times. Good dude. He's been busy with the house and everything, but now he's back. And he's got some awesome. He's an anime fan that gravitated towards the comic book community. He's a part of us now. So good dude. Check him out. Links in the bio. I gotta check him out too. You know what I mean? And sub up to my boy. You know what I'm saying? If I can say, when is Fable's late night? We'll never know, man. But it's like a WWE promo. You know what I'm saying? You get bits and pieces
you gotta build up to
here
it.
and there. You gotta build up to it. Bobby De La Ghetto Hardcore Station says, great show, love you guys. Yeah, great show. Sam, without further ado, I guess this is where we say goodbye. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Wait, or tomorrow or later or right now. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Join us again next week. We talk villains right before Halloween. Everything we said earlier. Love it. Oh, I forgot my whole video tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I got my whole video tomorrow at 4. And enjoy your books. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your weekend. Much love. Halloween is approaching. Go see your horror movies and everything. Cause love me some Halloween. My favorite month. Let's go. Sam, thanks for joining. See you guys next week. Station, and
Station.
Peace out, everybody.